From their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Newton. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Newton now to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confident.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Newton. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Throwing is Newton. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, Guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Mixon, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A toss left, Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Muscles him off. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Newton on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Newton. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Stewart. Pryor has it complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4, now 1st and 10 again. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Stewart to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Fighting him off. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stewart. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Stewart sets to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Stopped immediately there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw. Stewart. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, it was going to be 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. On first down, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On first down, Stewart. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Branson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Stewart. He's got Granson over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Stewart. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd on the game. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 147 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They'll run on first down. Pryor, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stewart. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give for Taylor running right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. High throw, but the catch is made. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a give to Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. It's the uprights on the chip shot. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Indianapolis, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Arizona, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.